All right, in this incredibly hot weather, it can be difficult to figure out how much water your plants and lawn need, right? Luckily, the Tulsa Master Gardeners have answers to all of our questions. Dr. Tom Ingram is here this morning. He is going to help us out. Dr. Tom and I sat back just a couple of minutes ago. We were talking about this. The heat is crazy, and people have no idea what to do with how much water, when do I have no idea when to water. Sonny was telling me that she's burned up neighbors' lawns at this point. She doesn't know what she's doing. So how can you, A, help her, and B, help other people?
I don't know. That's a lot. No,
Let's start with other people first.
Well, water's critical, obviously, for us and everything we want to grow.
Sure.
And the key is giving the right amount of water, doing the right amount of water at the right time. Although there's a few general rules that are good to know. First of all, watering in the morning is the best.
AM water.
AM watering, because if you don't water in the morning, if you water in the evening, the water sits there on the plants or on the grass or whatever, and it becomes a little incubator for fungus and mold and et cetera, et cetera. So it's best to water in the morning. They'll get their water, and then it'll dry off the leaves, and they'll be better off.
And they'll go on about their merry way and grow like they should.
Hopefully. The second key is to,
a lot of keys.
Rather than water more often, is to water more deeply. You know, rather than like going out there and watering every day and giving them a little bit to drink, well, maybe water a couple of times a week, but water more deeply so the water goes deeper down into the soil. The reason we want to do that is because that'll then promote the roots to grow deeper into the soil where there is moisture, so they'll be more resilient to the heat if they've got better deep roots than if they were roots were all on the surface, because you're out there watering every day and they don't have to dig down deep to get water.
This is what Luke Skywalker looks like looking at Yoda. Right here. I hear Yoda talking, knows everything there is about growing. Grow it, you will. I'm watching you do it, man. So deep watering, but how do I know, even with deep watering, how do I know if I've got enough in the lawn or what? I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's always a question, you know, how long do I leave my sprinkler on?
Right.
Or whatever, because we don't know. And the only real way to do that is, it's a fancy word, we call it do an irrigation audit. Basically, you get something you can, this is actually a device that's made for that. These are available online. They come in packs of 9 or 10 or whatever. But you can also use like a tuna or cat food can or something like that. But anyway, scatter a few of these out in the area where your sprinkle's running. Let it run for, say, 20 minutes, and then go look and see how much water you've got in here. So, for example, let's say if you ran it for 20 minutes and you had a ½ an inch and you know your lawn needs an inch per week, then you know you're going to have to water 40 minutes a week.
Okay.
So it'd be better to split that up into 20 minutes and 20 minutes rather than 10, 10, 10,
right.
10, you know, for each and every other day. So you can do an irrigation audit. And the good thing about this is it'll probably save you money, because we tend to overwater. You know, we think we need all this water, and we put too much water on our lawn. So it might end up saving you money in the long run.
That's brilliant. I have overwatered more than a few plants to death. Thank you for spending some time with us here this morning and getting us up to date. Now, we're going to work on this Sunny thing on another time when, you know, you have unlimited schedule and free time at hand. Tulsa Master Gardeners, man needs a miracle. Tulsa Master Gardeners, 918-746-3701, TulsaMasterGardeners.org. on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Now, Sonny?
I'm going to ask him how much he charges per hour to come out, because it's going to take a long time.
You better find out what he charges per miracle.
All right, thanks, bud.